Hello shell buddies and welcome back to the Eshway Bijou channel. I have a special treat for you this week. We're going for the first time to Cayo Costa to go shelling. Let's get out there. Oh my gosh, that is a monster egg cockle, honey. Yeah, look at this. All this water that gets trapped in here. There's periwinkles in here. Look at all the periwinkles. Look at how cute that is. Little tiny milk. Girl, you didn't. She got a lion's paw. Look at these trees. Hello, Moon. Nice little moon snail there. Beautiful. And a baby's ear. Hey! We're gonna have a pretty good adventure for this trip, so this video will have to be broken into two parts. This is part one. We've never been to Cayo Costa before to go shell, so we really don't know what to expect, but we're going out there with our friends from the Sarasota Shell Club to go explore, check it out, and see what we can find. We went to Cayo Costa on Captiva Cruises. Here's their website, here's what their logo looks like. It's a family-run company, and there's a number of tours available, but this is the one we did here, the Cayo Costa Half-Day Beach and Shelling. And you can see they're used to landing on the Gulf side, and then right down here is our prices if you need to just pause and take a screenshot. Ready, babe? Let's do it. Oh my word. Alright, we're on possibly the most expensive island on the Gulf Coast of Florida, Captiva Island. And we are heading with Captiva Cruises out to Cayo Costa today. John and I have not been here before, so we don't really know what we're in for. But we got some other buddies from the Shell Club that are with us. And we'll see what we find. Hopefully the weather holds. It might rain on us, not sure. It's cute here though. Look how adorable this is. Alright, I don't set any land speed records on a walker. You guys that watch this channel know that. So let's just, sort of speed this along a little bit. But I didn't want to go too fast because I'd like you to see, what the parking lot looks like, what the docks look like, what the boats look like, and all that good stuff, so that you know what to expect if you take this trip yourself. Good morning. This is the right spot to get to Cayo, right?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I'll ask you, since I see you with the walker, I'm not trying to single you out, but I want to make sure we have to go down 4 steps on the bow. Are you going to be comfortable with that? It's a straight down.
Yeah, I had to do this for the Carefree Learner. It's not the easiest, but I can manage it with a little help.
I'm not trying to tell you can't come. I just want to make sure you're aware.
So that's pretty good information if you do have mobility challenges to go out with Captiva Cruises, that it's not a stairway or a ramp, but rather like a straight up down ladder kind of thing. So if you do have mobility issues that may be a bit challenging, it was pretty challenging for me and I needed a little help.
Watch this gap here.
Hello.
4 years ago.
Oh, there's a pelican on my head.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Anna Maria.
What's going on, kids? Hi, guys. Yeah, we'll just sit over here. This is fine. What's shaking, Gary? Well, have you ever been here? Me either. I've never been out to Cayo. Hi, Serge. Serge, have you met John? I'm excited for this. Oh, look at the pelicans. You got your tiny jar on your bag, honey? Cayo Costa is only available by boat. There are no bridges or anything like that. Strictly boat tours and ferry service to get out there. So to get there from where we are at McCarthy's Marine, it's going to take us a little bit of time, and you'll see that in just a second. You can't get Google Maps to pull up directions from where we were at the marina to get to Cayo Costa, because apparently Google Maps doesn't understand how boats work. This is Sanibel right here. This is Captiva. And then this is where McCarthy's Marina is here. So you leave out of here and you travel through Buckhead Channel into the Pine Island Sound. You go past North Captiva Island, and then here's Cayo Costa. So now you can kind of see it's a little further than you would really kind of think by looking at it. That's why the boat ride takes a little while. And then in the wind that we were in, we were having a little bit of a tough time as we approached Cayo itself. This stretch was really rough and choppy, but we'll see more about that later. But that's where you leave from. This is where the Captiva Tours place is, right here at McCarthy's Marina. Up here through the Sound, and then we ended up landing over here because we could not land over here.
Santiva, which is the name of this vessel, Santiva. You know where the name came from? Where's my girl? Okay, where did it come from? And what? And Sanibel, you got it, Sanibel and Captiva.
Our first mate, Carlos, was super entertaining. He really was very, very entertaining, very funny. And he describes to us how if you fall off the boat, the water's only a couple of feet deep, so, just put your feet down.
In the event that any of the adults aboard this vessel is outside of the body of the water, that adult is going to put on a great show, pretend that it's drowning, then realize that they can reach the bottom. For the average depth in this body of water called Pine Island Sound is 2 to 3 feet. We're going to pick up speed as soon as we go past the 2 signs in the front. Secure your belongings.
Now, not only is Carlos a funny, entertaining first mate and guide, but he's also full of a lot of really interesting information about the area that he told us about while we were on our boat trip, which was running a little longer than planned. Like, for example, a hurricane that had cut through Captiva Island and made Captiva and North Captiva as we now know it today.
Bye, Captiva. There's North Captiva. That is the cut through that kind of separated things.
North Captiva Island. Before 1921,
it used to be one big island.
there was no North Captiva. There was a much longer Captiva Island, for that one vast in between the 2 islands did not exist. It was the 1921 hurricane that created that one vast.
The hurricane that Carlos is referring to that cut that pass through Captiva is known as the Great 1921 Tampa Bay Hurricane that actually made landfall in Tarpon Springs. It cut the channel known as Redfish Pass, which severed the northern part of the island to form North Captiva Island and made 2 separate islands out of Captiva. Now, from what I've read about this storm, it was very similar to Helene. Kind of stayed off the coast and maybe was a little stronger out there in the Gulf before it actually made landfall. And if you recall last year, what did Helene do? She kind of started south of us, really churning everything up, rode up the coastline, made landfall further north, but delivered a terrible 10 to 12 foot storm surge. That is exactly what this storm did. Did a wide amount of damage from downstate all the way up to Tarpon Springs and cut a big channel. I'm not talking a little one like Midnight Pass or like Stumps or Honeymoon Island. This channel is huge. It was a really pleasant boat ride, and it was a lot of fun learning about the history of the area, but I've sped this up and I've had to turn the audio off because the wind noise was absolutely brutal, unbearable. You'll hear it in a second.
Do not swim near the point because there is strong currents and they will take you away. We don't want that to happen.
He also told us about there's an airport out there on North Captiva. We had no idea. And there's still a yacht stranded on Cayo Costa way into the mangrove and bramble because it's not possible really to kind of get at it and get it out of there. It's not a small boat either.
2 feet.
It's rough right here. Wow.
So 2 feet of water right here. I mean, if you jump on the boat, which we don't want you to do that, you're gonna sprain your ankle, most likely, right? Instead of drowning.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's way too
It's rough.
rolly right here. Okay, before we go too far, guys. Okay, look at the boat that I was telling you about. Look at that one boat right there on the island, where my hand is pointing. What's that? It is on the island, yeah? Yeah, the white one, yeah? Check it out.
I didn't see it at first back there,
Yeah,
gosh.
that's what about
Wow.
50 footer right there, sitting on the island. And like I mentioned, on the way back, once we get closer to the marina where we departed, I will tell you all about that one boat.
You can see our conditions on the Gulf side of the island were pretty choppy and we were rolling around out there. So we had to go around the point and to the back side of the island, which made our boat trip a little longer and cut our shelling time off just a little bit. So it is possible that weather can foreshorten your trip a little bit. Just be aware of that when you go out there.
All right, so we have to land on the bay side, not the Gulf side, because it's just too crazy choppy over there today. But we're just about at the bottom.
Because the wind was so bad, and because we were getting ready to jostle around to get off the boat, I had turned my camera off, and then like an idiot, forgot to turn it back on, and just started shelling. Just completely started, just totally forgot I didn't have the camera running.
All right, let's move away from the water's edge. See what else is further up here. Mostly there by the edge is a lot of tinies. Myra looks like she's just going to sit up and sit down. Little seed pods around. All kinds of smashed up stuff in this rack line. That current, Wilda, is insane in there. Really? Yep, I stepped in just to here, and you can't believe the 10 times worse than what's at Lido. I have to tie my shorts, they're falling off of my butt. There's some good sized ones out here. Half decent one there ahead of you. Onward and onward.
I have to share this because this is the biggest one I ever found.
Oh my gosh, that is a monster egg cockle, honey. Look at the size of that beast. Ooh, that's nice. Seeing torn up whelk pieces. Haven't seen any whelks other than that one that ran away from me in the water yet.
And the one I picked up.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, that little one.
Nice. Oh, here's an egg. He's still got water and foam in them. Oh, look how pretty that one is. Nice. I'll tell you, I think digging might not be a bad idea here, but I want to surface collect for a little bit first and see what I come up with. I mean, there is shells all the way back into these trees and grasses too, so there's a lot of different stuff going on here. Boy, egg cockles are abundant here apparently. Another really lovely one. I do love these. They're just so smooth and soft. Oh, I just like touching them. Alright, so right at the water's edge, I wasn't seeing a ton. There's a little more up here in the higher stuff, it looks like. The cockles and the egg cockles, yeah.
Look at that.
Did I show you the one I picked up already?
No.
He's a nice one. I think I like that guy too. I think I'll keep him too. Nice and deep. Make a little candle.
You picked that one up?
I did. Alright, loads of surf clams. Loads and loads of those. Keep your eye out for weird looking clams because they could be constricted macomas, babe. Like that one I found over on Kais. Oh, look at the driftwood in this place. Good heavens. Man, this is cool. Like being on another planet. Hello, moon. Nice little moon snail there. Beautiful. And a baby's ear. Hey. Okay. Nice big slipper. Nice. So I got a big slipper snail, a moon snail, and a baby's ear. And there's a spotted slipper right there ahead of me. That's fun too. Find another broken one. Oh, that is a nice pair. Well, too bad. So there we have a spiny slipper snail too. Cool. Fun finds. Get those shown off a little bit in the light now that the sun's come from behind a cloud. That baby's ear is gorgeous. And there's a piece of angel wing. My goodness. No way. Look at that. Little piece of angel wing there. Ooh, this might be a fun trip. Big beat up pair.
I got a baby's ear.
You got a baby's ear too?
What's the size of that one?
Goodness gracious. Oh, nice, babe. And look, there's a Sunray Venus. Yep, I'm happy. Oh, he's broken though. And these guys are really tough to kind of cut and smooth. They shatter on that glassy like surface. Look at the colors on this. And babe, all in them roots and all that stuff over there, there's shells all back in all that. Mercy. Yeah, we don't really have to go far up the island. There's plenty to explore right here. Under this tree, got a beautiful sunny bright yellow cockle. That's nice.
Yep.
There's a lady in waiting right there. Lady in waiting Venus clam. Fun little scallop that's turned black. It's kind of ripped up and holy. And John's got a little baby pear whelk. Wonderful. Okay. So this is an interesting experience here. Oh, I see a Dosinia under there too. Yeah. Picked up some cool stuff already. I think. Do what, John? Nice. That's a Dosinia there. And I heard baby angel wings. I'm coming. I'm coming. Baby angel wings. That's my jam right there. All up here in this upper rack, Gwelda? It's not low-hanging fruit shelling. You gotta look. But that being said, there's definitely a lot to look at and lots of stuff here. There's another nice egg cockle.
And that's called an egg what?
That's an egg cockle.
Egg cockle.
This one's the common. When they have the yellow stripes that go this way, that's the pristis. But this one's the common guy. He's nice. Very nice, very nice. And here's our little shell tree here that we saw from the boat. Fun. Very otherworldly. Reminds me a lot of going to Kais. All the mangrove stumps and stuff. Oh, what do we got here? White Atlantic Semele. Awesome. I don't know why I like these dumb shells so much, but I just do. This is a really cool shell. It's like coming to Kais. Kinda. That's what it reminds me of here. What you have there, baby? Ooh, another piece of an angel wing. Nice eye, babe. Maybe it'll be like at Kais where all of those are up in the high stuff. Fun broad rib carditas down there. Now there's a lot of tree roots and such over here. I do like to look around those. Poke around there a little bit and see. Oh, look at there. Dosinia sitting right in that. Little olive sitting in there. So yeah, these do kind of catch a little bit on the shells. What kind of shape they're in? Not so much, but still though. Chewed up whelk. Yeah, see, this is smushy soft. Oof. But I just want to look in these little empty spots. See if there's any shells in these stuffs. Oh wow, that's mushy. That's really mushy. Mushy, mushy. It's weird too, because that's mushy there, and then you get here and it's a lot sturdier. Now here, I also like to see this too. All this ground up, chewed up plant material, and not a heavy lapping of the waves necessarily. Sometimes you find lentils in that. Of course, there's a lot of junk that just got in my shoe from that, but let's see if there's any little itty bitties over here. These little quiet places is where they'll congregate, and then when the tide shifts, off they go again. So if you don't catch them at just the right moment, you won't find them. Bay scallop getting dragged away from me here. Got some cool barnacles on it. Here's what I'm looking for, right here. You can find little tusks in here, little Wennel traps in here. Other little tiny shells. Oh, there goes an auger, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I just thought I'd check this stuff, see if I see any of those little dwarf olives or anything. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute that is! Little tiny whelk. That is adorable. Okay. That is adorable. So I got a little itty bitty whelk. Very much still proto-conch right there. Then just a little bit bigger than. Because look how prominent it is. And a little auger too. That's a fun little find. In the jar you go, buddy. Yeah, now we're talking here. Coffee grounds and very light movement. Let's see if anything gets brought to me. It's hard for that kind of littles on a day where there's a lot of wind. And if I see it, I gotta be fast and very accurate with my fingers, because it will go right through my scoop.
And here's another pro tip about conditions like that. That time frame where you have just a little skim of water and that light movement is a very small sliver of the tide cycle, and it only lasts for maybe 15 maybe-ish minutes. I wish I actually got to this spot a couple of minutes ahead of time. I ran into the same thing when we were on Keewaydin. At the very bottom of Keewaydin, there was that little spot where things were just lapping gently, where I found the dwarf olives and the littles in there, and then within a few minutes the water level had come up. It was no longer gentle like that, and just like that the conditions changed. So if you see that coffee ground stuff and that slow movement, take your time and look while you're there really well, because if you go and come back, that condition will no longer exist.
A lot of plant material, though. A bunch of it in my shoe. What we got here? Oh, light colored calico clam. That's super nice, too. I guess I'm the only one that wants to muck shell besides Myra. We're the only two over here in the muck. And look at this, how soft this is right here by these tree roots. Mushy, mushy, mushy. You can hear it squishing and squelching under my feet, even over the wind. There's a fun olive right there. Very nice. Yep, I keep wanting to look in these little holes just to see if anything's trapped. Very quicksandy though. Oh man, look at this. This is cool. Just don't get to see this all the time. From a big tree. Oh, there's a little piece of broken welt tucked in there though. What do we got here? Oh, he's really broken. Oh boy. A little surf clam. It's in my shape. He's been protected by this big tree. This is kind of quicksandy though, I'm not gonna lie. It makes me a little nervous. I don't want to lose a walker tip in here or anything. What do we got here? Old stuff, busted stuff, and more commons. But you can see by looking at this, all the stuff that gets trapped in here and then covered back over with sand. Huh. Interesting. I'll leave that here. I don't think we're allowed to take that. Well, I found an itty-bitty tiny whelk that's like this big. And I found a cool surf clam that was on the thinner side inside that big round tree stump. So I'm kind of having fun checking around the base of these and the trees and stuff. Oh yeah, little egg cockle. I feel like I should whip out that heavier scoop and dig too, I'll be honest. I have a feeling a lot of stuff is buried around here. That's a nice little egg. Secret shell. Oh boy. Oh, you got a nice little angel wing in there, babe. And your baby's here. Awesome. Yeah, there's all these crazy little spots where stuff keeps getting stuck at around us. Then we got some stuff skipping around in the water down here. Mostly commons, brokens. I see a button and an auger. Oh, the waves are taking them away from me. I got the button, but I don't know if I'll get that auger. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a seraph. We got a seraph and a button snail. Yay! And truly, I was expecting the bugs were going to be horrendous. Really not bad with this breeze today. This is kind of nice. Boy, it is mushy in these roots. Wow. Look at that patterning on that wood. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Man, that's awesome. There is a little tiny olive that was under there. I wonder if it just got washed out on me. Come on, water, stop. Oh. Well, there he is. Right there. Gotcha. Ooh, he's surfing. He's been here for a while. He's so cute and little. I love him anyway. Well, what you got? Let's see. Yes, ma'am, it is.
It's a little broken on the tip, but
Hey, an angel wing's an angel wing. Just like a J is a J. Excellent. Yeah, look at this. All this water that gets trapped in here. There's periwinkles in here. Look at all the periwinkles. Oh my goodness. Look at all these. See all these little grooves? They're all filled with little periwinkles. Little live periwinkle snails. That's really neat.
oh, okay. Yes, I see them.
There's 100 maybe in there. There's a ton of them. Yep, they're on the underside too. Wow. You gotta be quick in the hands department down here though. Boy, oh boy. I saw a chestnut turbine and completely lost it within a fraction of a second.
Yeah, in the ocean they don't stay still very long.
Oh, well, no wonder. He's got a hermit crab in him.
Oh, okay.
That's why he was moving so fast.
Oh, how
There's a little
cute. That
tiny
is
army.
small, isn't
He's
it?
a little guy. I found one of the smallest whelks I've ever found outside of an egg casing today, just now down here. And if you look in there, there's all kinds of periwinkles, alive periwinkles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look in the grooves in the wood. See them?
Oh, how cute.
And they're tucked down in here and tucked in there.
They are so
They're all over. And there's like shell pieces stuck in here. This is crazy.
wonderful.
Just some of the coolest driftwood. Oh, nice. Boy, it's mushy though, huh? I can't get over how soft this is. What do you got back here? Anything good? Oh boy, that's a sign.
Yeah.
Big
More
old-
twirlies, more twirlies.
Big old busted whelks. And look, there is more shells under here too.
Yeah, you didn't hit any of these. I hit one of the, what do you call them, roots or something. All of a sudden I'm walking, I did not see it. So be careful.
There's a piece of an angel wing there. And a big fat olive. Ooh, let me get out of this mushy. Another olive here. Oh, that would have been a nice pair. That is a really pretty broken piece though. Wow, like a flower.
Well, I used to before the hurricane.
So some more fun stuff. Now I didn't come out here today with the expectation that it was going to be earth-shattering or anything like that, but I wanted to come to a new place. It was kind of fun. Little broken whelk there. Oh, goodness gracious, you guys. This is a little hinged angel wing pair, but the tops of it are broken. The front ends of the shells are broken. But still, though, pretty cool. Hey, that's promising. Maybe we'll find some whole ones of those. Now, this end of the island is confluence. You got water coming from a couple different directions. Sometimes stuff gets stuck in the sand. And the tide is on the way down, so what I'm looking at, this is all going to change before I head back around to the boat again. So even if I don't see something now, it doesn't mean I won't see something here later. This is very otherworldly. Big, huge nest over there. All these crazy trees. And then back here, we've got a stretch where the water level obviously gets quite a bit higher over here. Heading to negative low should be there at any time, actually. But you got water and shells that get trapped back here. If there's shells, it'll be worth it. Alright, so right here I'm seeing a lot of Atlantic giant cockles and surf clams. This guy looks thin. Is this a tellin? You bet. There's a little alternate tellin there. Oh wait, no. It's not. It's got a groove in it. This is a piece of a fragile mactra. Hey, alright. It's a little mucky and grimy, I'm not gonna lie. But, ow. It's been there for a little bit. Wipe the algae off there. Yeah, that is fragile macra right there. I love those. I don't know why I do, I just do. Can't explain it. But I think they're neat. It feels like you're in a whole different wild world coming here. With all these crazy mangroves and my goodness. And there's an egg cockle right there. And there's another one right there. Yeah, these guys need rinsing. They're icky. That's a couple of nice big egg cockles. Well, one big egg one. And another one back up here. Heavens to Betsy. There's a lot of these here today. This is cool. Alright, well, let's rinse these ratty ones off. He's got all this muck on them. Yep. Smashed Atlantic cockles all over, and that's a heavy duty shell. Surprises me to see them in this rough of condition. Alright, so 3 more egg cockles. Aren't those fun? Alright, Freda, this one's for you. Hopefully she sees this. You know, I'm kind of surprised I'm not seeing like Murexes, no lace, no apple. Look at all this shell junk in here. Look at it all. Well, there's a sailor's ear in there. He is busted though. And there's piles. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Nice big angel wing piece there. Yay. I'm gonna find some more of those guys. Oh my golly. There are shells all over in all of this. Alrighty, well, let's see what we got around here then. Got a seraph and an auger here. Nice. Really surf-worn calico clam there. shells and more shells when you dig down. Oh boy. Couple of fun little guys. And packed with sand so nobody's living in them. Yeah, I got a feeling if I hang around up in here, I might find some angel wings. I'd like that. I hear an osprey. There's a little spiny jewel box and a button. Or no, a bubble. Oh, he's broken though. Little bubbles are fun. I don't know why I like them, I just do. Here's my spiny jewel box. So this is reminiscent of going to Kais with the stuff that's been washed up into this highline that's been sitting here for a while, getting bleached out and stuff. Well, I did say there were snakes on this island, so I am trying to keep my eyes open. Make sure I don't step on somebody. The egg cockles, though. I did not know this was such an egg cockle capital. My goodness. There's another fun one. I mean, they're huge here. There's a piece of an angel wing there. And a nice scallop with some barnacles on it, too. And a little whelk. Look how pretty that one is. A little cockle, split right up the middle. Wow. Yeah, kind of fun coming here to find the egg cockles since we don't, you know, we don't find usually big bunches of them unless there's been a storm, so. There. Another nice egg. I guess everybody moved on way ahead of me. I got distracted over here and oh well. There's another one. Oh yeah, two of them right next to each other. Look at that. Excellent. Are they mucky? Yes. Will they bleach? Sure, they will be just fine. Oh, except maybe him. He's got a terrible crack. I might leave him. What's this? Oh, piece of a paper fig and a big one. And there's a murex. Look at there. Get the junk out of the bottom of it. Yep, it's empty. Just back full of sand. So we have an apple murex right here. How fun. And then look at there's a little juvenile fighting conch. Oh, he's all busted up though. With that pretty pink tip. Oh, and there's purple at the very end of it too. Oh, that's nice. We got another egg cockle, an apple murex, and a little baby juvie fighter. Fun. Yeah, egg cockles in here galore. Mercy. Oh, he was broken though. Too bad. There's another one there. Try to loosen things up around it so I don't break it. What's that? Oh, my goodness, another one. This is crazy. Egg cockles all over the place out here. That's really neat. This is the first place I've ever come that has them in this kind of quantity. This is fun. Awesome. And there's just so many. It's just one big continuous long shell pile. All of this. Look at these trees. There's our big nest there. Could be an eagle, could be an osprey, not sure. Haven't seen anybody pop out of there yet. There's a nice big fat Dosinia. That's nice. Everything does have this slimy, mucky stuff on it, but I don't really care. You throw that in a little bleach and that'll come right off. It might smell in the car a little bit, but that's okay. Really nice Dosinia.
We have two different kinds of Dosinia clams that wash up around this whole area of the Gulf, including Captiva, Cayo, Sanibel, as well as my neck of the woods. Bailey Matthews even pointed out the difference between the two of them on their website as well. We have the elegant Dosinia and the disc Dosinia. There's not a lot of difference between them in either distribution or looks, honestly. They're all found pretty much in the same area. All are Venus clams and also related to thin cyclonellas and the little imperial Venus with the humps on it, which I thought was pretty cool. There's not a lot to give away the differences between the two Dosinias until you start checking into texture on them. Where the ridges are, how thick are they, and how are they spaced apart. That's going to be your determining factor on figuring out whether you have the elegant Dosinia or the disc Dosinia. And in my case, being that mine is a smoother one and I really can't feel the ridges on it, I'm going to have to go with disc Dosinia for this example.
And another egg cockle. I'm just going to pick up a bunch of these. I don't see them this often, so I'm going to probably pick up a bunch of these today. Cool beans. They're really nice for painting on. They're super smooth, so they're so much easier to paint on than some of these other shells. Most of the time we have to paint on the insides of things. But the egg you can paint on the outside or inside of, which makes it very cool for picking up the craft with. So, yep. Lots more of these Atlantic giant cockles. A lot of them are quite sun-faded. They've been up here a while from the looks of things. And it doesn't look like anybody really comes over here to shell either. Alright. So that's what's up here in the way high rack. Along with all these really amazing trees. Oh my gosh. As a photographer, I wanted to I would love to come out here and burn like 3 rolls of black and white film. I mean, this is incredible. The shapes and the angles and the wear patterns are just really stunning. Like another world over here. Oh, John's crawling around in the back too. So I'm not the only one.
I spent so much time looking at the scenery out here at Captiva. It was absolutely breathtaking. The starkness of it and all these crazy twisted trees and driftwood and everything everywhere. Very reminiscent of Kais, but without that dense clustering kind of closer to the beach, so you can actually meander around in there a little bit. Oh man, I want to go back there and just take black and white photography because it was just so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Of course, that did cut into my shelling time a little bit.
I mean, some of what I'm seeing, it's hard to shell and not appreciate what all's going on here too. I mean, that is just incredible. Unbelievable. What, babe? I can't hear you, hon. So there's a little inner kind of a pond over here. Bet you there's some crowns back there. I found all kinds of egg cockles, honey. Over in there in the trees. I got a whole bunch of them. Look at that. Just amazing. This is incredible. I'll tell you what, some driftwood artists would like to come out here with a chainsaw and a boat. I'm not even kidding you, because there are some amazing pieces out here. Yeah, so far I got an apple murex and a little whelk, a teeny tiny whelk, some olives, and a bunch of egg cockles.
I got 2 olives. One of them's pretty. Look,
What is that?
those are deathbeds.
Is that a fossil?
They're deathbeds. Concretions.
Whoa.
Now we can bust it open. Drop it, it'll fall apart. You never know what.
Well, I can see a big whelk piece sticking out of it, but it's a broken one. That's neat. Yeah, there's some cool stuff here. And these trees, I'm enamored with them. What you got there, honey?
Oh, I just broke it.
Little crab claw? Aw. I'm gonna go peek back here, see if there's any crown conchs anywhere. And as I'm making my way over here, you can clearly see that the storms washed everything this way and piled sand all the way back to there. Oh, go ahead. I'm on crown conch mode now. And there's something in this water swimming, probably some kind of crabs or something. Come on, tulips and crown conchs. I like this muggy stuff. Very tea stained too. Very tannin filled water. See how reddish brown that is. I don't even see any along the bank. So if they were here, they'd be readily visible. Usually scooting around right in the edges. Okay, well, you know. Maybe too much tannin in the water form right here. Made my mind up today. I don't care how much stuff I find or what I find. I'm just gonna take this all in, and it is fun just taking it in. Now getting here, you have to drive past all the way to Fort Myers, go over Sanibel Causeway, drive up Sanibel and Captiva Islands to get to where your boat is. Another Princess Nina's clam there. It's mushier back here than I would have thought. A lot of surf clams too. In this little ridge right here? Or in this ocean? Well, let's go check it out. Hey, they're white Atlantic semele. Cool. I don't know why I like these so much. I just do. Yeah, babe, look at all my egg cockles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got like 9 or 10 of them in here. Fun. What do you think? It's pretty wild out here, right? Neat experience. Alright. I haven't been to the ocean over here yet, so zigzag my way back over. Some of the coolest driftwood I've ever seen here. Incredible. Just incredible. Look at this. Oh, sinking in the sand. Isn't this amazing? Wow. Did you see the one that was by the water down there at the end? That was like hollowed out? Well, it was full of periwinkles. It was all full of live periwinkles. It was really cool. I know. But I mean, look where it is. How the heck do you get out? Look at that one back behind you over there on the right. Insanely cool. Really, really cool.
Can you believe we've been at this for almost an hour already, and there's still way more shelling and other adventuring to come, including a trip to Huckster's Deli on Sanibel and to the She Sells Seashells shop there on Sanibel Island as well. So make sure you come back and see the rest of this adventure, some more really fun finds, and some of the cool places that we went to after we were done shelling that day. And make sure you stay tuned to the Eshway Bijou channel, because I have some really special stuff coming up in the next few weeks. Not only are the holidays coming, so we're going to have some crafty fun things to do for that, but I'm also going to share some really special videos where fans from the Eshway Bijou channel have actually gotten together with me and met me to come shelling all over the place. We have 3 special videos coming up where you're going to get to meet some of the channel fans and go see some of the shells that we find together. And I just want to say, with all my heart, a thank you to those of you who do watch and participate, not only in the comments section, but when I make a post or over on Facebook. It really means a lot to me, and I want this to be a community that's for just as much you guys as well. Make those connections, find folks to go shelling with, make new buddies, learn how to make some cool stuff, share some knowledge, tips, tricks, all that stuff. This community is just as good as everybody who participates in it, and I hope with your participation that it'll be one of the most awesome places on Facebook and YouTube to come to when you're looking for information on shelling the Central Gulf Coast. Make sure you watch the end of the video. There's going to be some links that pop up here with some other adventures. These are the things that YouTube thinks that you would like to see next. Thanks so much for joining us, and remember, if you want to have adventures like these, then you know what you need to do. Get out there and go shelling.